If you guys aren't following me on Twitter at FIFABrit, then you are missing out. I sent out 2 straight bets for the Arsenal game today. Saka, 2 first half shots, and Arsenal team total over 2.5. And they both cashed inside 15 minutes for a nice little gain of 2 units. So if you're not following me on Twitter at FIFABrit, go and do that right now. Can I promise plays cashing inside 15 minutes tomorrow for Champions League? Probably not, but it might happen. So go follow me anyway and stay tuned as we dive into the Champions League slate for Tuesday. But without further ado, I want to say thank you to the sponsor of this video, Sleeper Picks. Don't forget you can use code GOLDBOYS to get a deposit match of up to $500. But without further ado, let's dive into the slate. We're in the nice, spicy part of Champions League football right now. We're into the second legs, which means we know what the aggregate score is coming in, and we know exactly what each team needs. We have 2 games on Tuesday to talk about. We have Bayern Munich against Lazio and Real Sociedad against PSG. We're going to dive into the Bayern game first. Somehow, Bayern are down 1-0. I'm surprised by this, but equally not surprised, because Bayern are total dog shit right now. I don't know what's wrong with them. They can't seem to create much offense, and they're not doing a good job of scoring. They also can't really defend, so what the hell are they even good for? That being said, as much as I don't like Bayern right now, I hate Lazio somehow even more, especially on the road. They won that game 1-0 on an Immobile penalty, which is probably the one simulation in like 100 ways that game could have gone for them to get any sort of result is an Immobile penalty. Now they have to go to Germany. Are Bayern playing pretty badly right now? Yeah. Do I like them at home in the Champions League against Lazio? Also, yes. And you know what? If I'm wrong on that, then fair enough to Lazio. Say goodbye to Bayern. Give the league to Leverkusen. I'll never touch them again. But one of my favorite ways to attack teams that are down on aggregate is by attacking their team shots. Now, unfortunately, the books are usually aware of this, so you can't just blindly bet the over on whatever line you got. You got to look at the hit rates, look at the match logs, and see what's worth it for the odds that you're getting. That being said, I like the Bayern total shots line on BetRivers. You can get over 19.5 shots on BetRivers at -109. That same bet is -230 on FanDuel, and the line is 20.5 on Bet365, which I think is a little bit sharper than FanDuel because FanDuel odds usually suck just because so many people bet there. And so the overs usually get overinflated. So over 19.5 shots for Bayern, -109 on BetRivers. I am locking that in to win 1 unit. Bayern have taken 20 or more shots in 7 of their last 11 games. And honestly, when you're losing, if you're not going to shoot the ball, why even bother turning up at all? That rhymed. I like that. Anyway, moving into the next game. Sociedad against PSG. This is a tricky one because Sociedad are bad. And I don't think they're bad like Bayern are a good team in bad form. I just think Sociedad are pretty bad right now. They're in a pretty rough stretch. They're not really scoring that much. And PSG are actually pretty good. They're in a bit of a weird spot right now because Mbappe is like playing, but also not playing because the manager is just sort of like, we have to prepare for life without Mbappe, but then plays him and then takes him off at halftime. Then Mbappe goes and hangs out with his mum in the stands during the second half instead of staying on the bench. So weird team situation here. I don't know if I fully trust PSG. I don't know if I fully trust Mbappe props, even if you get a really nice number, but I also can't really trust Sociedad. So I'm just going to approach it the way I would approach any team losing and take Sociedad's shots. Now, I'm not going to take Sociedad's baseline, which is around 14 or 15 shots for the whole game, depending on what book you are, because they don't really have a very reliable floor. They've had games where they've recorded 20 plus shots, but they've also had games where they recorded like 7 or 8 shots in the past 10 games or so. So they haven't got a reliable floor, so I'm not going to take their base. I'm instead going to take an alt line on FanDuel, 20 plus shots at plus 410. That's on FanDuel. They've recorded 20 or more shots in 3 of their last 6 games. And one of the games where they didn't get 20 shots, they had 19 shots. They were basically right there. I think it's really good upside value, and I'm taking that for 0.2 units just to try and return, get me close to a unit on the return. I don't trust them with a base bet because they're not very reliable. They're going to get 8 or 9, or they're going to get 20. That's really the way I see it. So that's the way I want to approach it. So buying, we're taking the base bet over 19.5 shots on Bet Rivers at -109. And then for the Sociedad against PSG game, 20 plus shots for Sociedad at +410 on FanDuel for 0.2 units. If the Mbappe prices are nice enough when he's announced in the lineup, because God forbid I thought I would be saying this, but we don't know if Mbappe is going to start. It's a really weird situation right now. But if he starts and if the numbers are good, then I will consider taking it. If I share plays, everything will 100% be confirmed in my Discord channel in Gold Boys. I will also try and share something on Twitter, but if you want all the plays, make sure you are in the Discord. So yeah, that's what I'm doing for Champions League. I will probably also have a first half shots lotto focused on the players on the losing team, just because there's going to be a lot of nice value there. Again, I will try and post to Twitter, but if you are not following me on Twitter, at FIFABrit, and make sure you are subscribed to our YouTube channel as well. Run it up in the comments, drop a like on the video. As always, if you think you do have a gambling problem, don't forget to call the number 1-800-GAMBLER. Best of luck with the Champions League. We're going to do another video for the Wednesday games as well, so stay tuned to the YouTube channel if you want to see that. Tuesday's going to be a great day. Have a good one, and I'll catch you next time.